There is a rift in New York's cannabis industry that's putting people who were promised to be some of the first license holders in the state back to square one. Welcome to Channel 2 News at 5:30. I'm Claudine Ewing. The state launched their general cannabis application 2 weeks ago, and in doing so, they opened up a business which had only been available to people with prior marijuana convictions, to everyone. So as Channel 2's Rob Hackford explains, the over 400 people who got a license with a conviction are losing the little hope they had for the program that was supposed to help.
The state's conditional adult use retail dispensary, or CAURD program, was supposed to be, in the words of the Office of Cannabis Management, groundbreaking.
Can we all just take a moment to celebrate this major milestone?
But nearly a year after issuing their first CAURD license and 462 others, only about 24 or so shops are open statewide. What was the state's premier program, after being plagued by legal challenges, has become the second option, now that a general application is open.
Being in reality and from a legal standpoint, it is just a better option for them to apply through this program.
Aaron Van Camp was one of the few who got his license in open dank in Buffalo before a court granted a temporary restraining order, stopping more CAURD stores from opening. Van Camp says while he's glad the general application will mean licensing can resume, he isn't praising the state given how CAURD played out.
It worked out for me tremendously. I should be thanking them. I've done very well here already, but they ruined a lot of people's lives, and they're not being accountable for it at all.
Elise Bueno is a cannabis attorney with Culligan Law. She's now recommending CAURD license holders apply for the general application and leave CAURD as an afterthought.
Essentially, everyone's just kind of, they're playing a catch-all here. Most CAURD have to submit in the general, because if they don't, and CAURD has still a temporary restraining order, they're in a really bad spot. Other
CAURD shops like Herbal IQ are well aware of the hiccups associated with the program, but they aren't as critical of the state.
Moving forward now, it's open to everybody. They're righting their wrongs, and we're going to make sure that there's more places for cannabis to be sold.
And as Van Camp will tell you, the general public buying from his store cares even less about CAURD and just wants reliable weed.
I think the general feeling amongst this is, I think the public doesn't care so much about the CAURD program. The public wants these stores open, and it doesn't matter who has them. It just needs to get rolling.
Very interesting report there, but what about accountability?
Yeah, and talking with Aaron there, he'd like individuals on the Cannabis Control Board, others at the state level, to be held accountable, whether that mean they be removed from their positions. We plan to follow up with some of the elected leaders that actually headline this legislation, some of those from Western New York. I plan to reach out to their office to see how this could proceed even further. But really, that little hope that these individuals had that this program would continue on with this numerous litigation, multiple lawsuits as well, is just finally dissipating. It's kind of be putting on the back shelf, rather, while you wait to see that this general application will continue forward.
It'll be interesting to see how this changes, because we know within New York State things are already slow, so maybe things will take a change. We'll have to see.
Yeah, there's no timeline for general applications, but it is a new piece of hope that they hope to have. So.
Rob Hackford, thank you very much for that report this evening.
Claudine.
Appreciate it.